All right, we're going to talk a little bit about different things we do with our bear fronts, our 5-down odd package. So the first thing I'll talk about is our family where our linebackers are here in the B gap. So for us, this is the nose guard, our defensive end, our tackle. This is our hybrid Bob linebacker. This is our Mike linebacker. We've actually in this package subbed our Will out of the game and brought an extra defensive back in the game. So for us, this is just a 3-man rush. We're actually playing a 2-man behind this. We could play in this package a bracket, 2-man. We'll also do like an aggressive 2-man here. This is 3rd and 15, last drive of the game. So kind of just bringing this bad boy home. But for me right now, these guys are banjoing the running back, and the other guy is going to be a quarterback scramble. This kid actually led the country in rushing touchdowns, so he was kind of a pain in the butt. But just here we go, a 3-man rush. A lot of people versus 2-man are scared of quarterback scramble. So he went and took the tailback. He's my quarterback spy. Adding in here on 3rd and 15. Getting the sack. Now within, people may be freaking out right now. We have where we'll bring a low rat in the hole in this package. We have where we'll play cover 3 out of this. But this was just for this situation, showing you both linebackers in the B gap and then getting a solid edge rush. And then, what I've learned out of the 3-down, 3-man rush world is if you can get a guy here. These O-linemen don't know where the quarterback's at. He does. He can add in late as the 4th rusher, being a spy. So now this will show us shifting to that same front. So let me go to the end zone. So this team was a big pistol to offset. So our guys waited to shift down. This is against a run. Not great there. Here in this situation, this is a 5-man rush, cover 1 defense. Our DBs are wobbling this wing, so that's why you're going to see him go take care of the wing, and this guy's going to fox the post. And then our linebackers got the running back in man, which not a great read here by this linebacker. He should be working here, and we should end up with a better situation than a 3-yard run on 1st and 15 there. So now we'll talk about our truck front again. We name this our truck. So our 3-down front named tree. So the D line, they know the category is tree, that they're in a 3-down odd front. Truck tells our linebackers to walk up. We've done it different ways in the past, but the T in the category tells these guys that they're a 5-0-5, and then the type of category tells what linebackers we want. Here we're just bringing our Will on a little A-gap plug. And for this game, we game planned it to send it to the back. So there's sometimes we want to send it to the field, to the boundary. He gives the nose guard a word telling him which direction he's going sometimes. Sometimes we'll 2-gap the nose, and he just picks through it. We're getting a 4-man slide here. This kid becomes we're playing a cover 1 defense here, a 4-man rush, so he becomes our hole player. He's man on the tailback. I would like this kid to add in, and I think he would, but he anticipated the throw. So we end up really with 2 hole guys, a 4-man rush, and then obviously what I like to tell 24 in the post here, when the hand's off the ball, you peek the receiver, but then you go get the football, all right? Ultimately, when you're a cover 1 player, your job is to get to the ball. If he would have went straight to number 2 and only to number 2, we probably don't have an interception here. Pretty easy gift there for 24. I wish he wouldn't have fell down. So here we're now in an adjustment. This was a game plan adjustment, so we're in our truck out front. So telling our linebackers our D-line are in a T front, so they're in a tree front, and the truck out tells our linebackers to go outside. Easy. We're just going to run like a little fold stunt here. Ends up being pretty good here on quarterback draw late in the game. So now we're in truck, and we're actually going to run a three-way twist. So we can tag this different ways. Some weeks we read it. We're going to play a cover one defense here, but we are going to get the twist A gap, A gap. He goes from B to the other B. 33 has the tailback in man coverage, does a nice job of seeing that guy's not on a route, and your man coverage guy ends up here on getting some pressure, not ending up with a sack, but get the 5 technique over here actually on the sack, ripping around the edge. So here is now we're running our favorite 4-down stunt. We have the inside penetrator, the outside looper here. Again, these are our linebackers inside, so we teach our linebackers all the stunts, whether they're an inside or an outside guy. And here we are playing a cover one defense, so we have a 5-man rush. And there's 33 again. He owns the tailback, sees the tailback block, and our man coverage guy in there on the sack. Here we're going to walk down late, but we're in our truck front again. We're actually going to get a pick here with our nose guard, and we're getting a straight rush here, and it actually turns into a kind of a natural stunt because our guy gets pushed out here, and our 5 technique understands that and works inside, so we kind of get a natural twist. But this was pretty good against the 4-man slide. And the tailback getting out on a route was 99, was able to loop around. We'd like everything to be a little tighter on the loop, but on 3rd and 16 you get an incomplete pass and a little hit on the quarterback there. So now we'll get into our GMC, which is a type of truck front. For us, this is a goose front, all right, which tells us that we're on the guards. This game we played it more as a 4-eye on one side in certain times, but now our linebackers are walked up outside. Here's just a 3-man rush. We're going to drop these dudes if it is a pass. All right, we get a guy with his hand up here, which is awesome, and we get a nice gift there late in the game. So then we can also shift to this. So we were in our tree front and we're shifting to our GMC. So our guys are on the guards. Shift those linebackers down. Sprint out. My man coverage guy right here ends up forcing that quarterback to cut back to all the guys in hot pursuit. Here is just a 5-man rush version, so here are the linebackers. Defensive linemen here in 3 techniques. We get a big-on-big protection. 3 technique does a nice job of winning here on his gap. Again, it only takes 1 victory in a one-on-one. The other guys are kind of getting stoned across the board, but you get that big-on-big protection in the bear front. If you got one guy that can win, can be a good deal. So here, now we're going to run that inside penetrator, outside looper stunt. Here we're also have a 5-man rush in the nose guard. Sometimes we'll say go to the running back, go away from the running back, bull rush. It's kind of a game plan deal. Here this week we bull rushed. We get the big on big protection here across the board. We do a really nice job over here. Over here, not so much. We talk about chop, rip, and then posting. You can see he did a nice job posting on 68. My guy 43 here, Carter Houndshell, doesn't get vertical upfield enough, doesn't sell it. My guy over here, Jack Heil, actually does a nice job of selling vertical upfield. You can see we got the chop rip and then the post here. And generally the penetrator on this stunt, which has been really good to us in the last 6 years, is the guy that's getting a lot of the pressure. And that was a nice 4th and 5. So here's the same stunt, but showing you that you can be a little safer in your coverage. So we're going to drop our nose guard. Some weeks we'll have him, if we can sub this to be a linebacker, we'll put him man to coverage on the running back. We'll put him in the hole. They kind of have the conversation pre-snap, what is going on. But again, you're going to get the inside penetrator, outside looper. This guy is going to tag the center and drop. That wasn't great. We teach it though. Go attack 58. These guys are usually worried about if they're a hole player. They got plenty of time. And the quarterback gets rid of it there on 3rd and 9, and you're off the field. Here is another variation. So we're really in a 2-0. And this kid's more of a 2-I, but we want him to be in a 2. And they're just going to stunt. We get kind of a wedge block here. But they stunt opposite. And 91 here on the backside gets a stop for 1 yard. But again, these are the D linemen. Here are the linebackers. This kid needs to be actually in a 5 technique. But we got our safety fitting opposite of him so that they have the ability to play some different games in line of scrimmage. But not a bad job there. Here shows you the ability. This is Tesla. Tesla is a hybrid, the car, truck. So here's one of our linebackers, and here's another one of our linebackers. So this week we game plan to put one linebacker to the tight end and the other linebacker as a 3 technique. It shows you kind of a run. Again, I think the quarterback may have been wrong here, or tight end was supposed to hold this guy off. We get pretty lucky here with this scheme. But I just wanted to show you that you can create ways to, put your guys kind of wherever you want and put them in the best situations. For us, this kid was more of a bruiser, and we wanted him to be physical. This kid was a really good 5 technique for us, and this kid was more interior, and this kid was a better 5 technique. So put your guys in the best situation possible here. And we're back to the top. That's all I had for you. We actually do plenty more out of it, but I wanted to give you a little glimpse of what you can do from a bear front, where if you're a true 3-down team or 4-down team, where you can put your different linebackers and be able to create matchups with your kids. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'd love to answer.